Hello everybody and welcome to this video on Assessment Objective 6, Technical Accuracy. So in the new GCSE English language exams for Paper 1 and Paper 2, question 5 is worth 40 marks and a huge 16 of those marks are awarded for spelling, punctuation and grammar, otherwise known as technical accuracy. So it's really important. There are two things you have to focus on. Number one is making sure that you don't make any mistakes, but number two is making sure that you deliberately craft your writing using spelling, punctuation and grammar for effect. So what I've done is I've taken some of my older material that has probably been lost in the old GCSE playlists and I'm editing it together, really important information for you to know for this new exam. And the first video we're going to look at is to do with capital letters. A lot of people think capital letters are just way too easy and you shouldn't really focus on them, but there are 10 uses of a capital letter. I'm going to go through them with you in this video. The funny thing is, if you get 6 or 7 of them right but 2 or 3 of them wrong, you're still going to lose marks. So make sure you know all of them, and we have the very handy way of remembering them, which is able prints, and I'll tell you now what each letter stands for. So the A stands for abbreviations, like LOL for laugh out loud or BBC. All abbreviations need to be in capital letters for each letter. B is the one that everybody probably knows, the beginning of a sentence. Here's a simple sentence. There are 10 different uses of a capital letter, and that sentence starts with a capital T at the beginning. I think one of the problems with this rule is that some people don't actually understand what a sentence is. And that sounds like it's being really kind of negative. Like, of course we know what a sentence is, but actually, as you'll see if you look on the other videos in this grammar series, sometimes there is some confusion over where one sentence finishes and another one starts. And of course you need to know that to be able to put the capital in the right place. So again, it seems simple, but it's not. The L stands for languages, or languages need capital letters for the first letter of the word. Emphasizing words is the E. Sometimes if you want to express a really strong emotion, such as in this sentence, I hate you, you can put the whole word in capitals. There is a bit of a sort of dilemma though in an exam. If you're writing in a formal tone, you don't really want to do that. This is quite informal. This man's tattoo is a good example of it, but you can do it technically if you want to emphasize a particular word. The whole word can be placed in capital letters. On to prints then. So the P for prints stands for places and words relating to them. So Africa, capital A, African, capital A. Religions is the R in able prints, or religions need capital letters. The personal pronoun I, as in the word I in I love you, needs to be a capital. And I always think this is interesting because on a computer, a capital I looks like this, doesn't it? But when you're handwriting it, we tend to put the two lines across here. But if you ever write the word I on its own, as in, just the letter I as a word, it needs to be a capital. N is names of people, places, countries, organisations, days and months. The example on this picture, of course, would be Jeff. My name's Jeff. That would need a capital J. T, this is probably the trickiest one. Titles of books and films, but it's only the first and important word. So I choose The Lord of the Rings as a good example. The is the, or this, word here, the, is the first word of the title. So the first word of all titles needs to be a capital. But in the rest of it, of course, it's only the words that are important, that hold the meaning, that are Lord and rings. Of the, it's just these little words, and these kind of words that aren't important in a title do not need a capital unless they're the first word in the title. So that one takes a bit of getting your head around. And S is for special days. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve as I record this video here on December the 23rd, 2014. And special days, Christmas Eve is a very special day and both words need a capital, so special days too. So there it is, able prints. It's an easy way of remembering how to use capitals. because you can just think about what each letter stands for. And everything you've seen in the video comes from the ebook. If you're interested in grammar, do follow Kerry Lewis at Mrs_SPAG. She's got a great series on this topic. She tweets all the time about really useful spelling, punctuation and grammar tips and tricks. And you can pick up the grammar book through following the links in the description too. So I hope you found this video useful. Just a simple topic, but often it's the simple ones that we can make mistakes on. So remember, able prints and you'll make no more mistakes.